October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Fielded in the end zone. It's Dodson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Bunch formation for these receivers. Snap in the shotgun. Got it in the middle. It's Davis. Made a defender miss. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. The run inside. It's Bishop. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They feed him again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo. The give from the gun. Makes it past the marker. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Paul,
there's some room. The 20, the 10, all the way. Touchdown Vols.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Back to pass, it's Childs. Unloads to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the right. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on third down. To throw, it's Childs. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up fourth and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
Got a little grass. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bishop. Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And, man, guys, we talked about this one coming in. Like, this matchup on the outside is going to go a long way in determining the game. This is really good on really good. And so far, obviously, the DB wins. It's 1-0 DB. Nice job playing the football, playing coverage on the outside, not giving up the big play. I have a feeling, guys, though, that ain't the last time we're going to see this matchup.
Got enough for the first. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The Vols look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Oh, what a cut! Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Run in the red zone, it's Bishop. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line. Got it! And he
Easy enough.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Buying some time as he moves left. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Touchdown, Tennessee! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And man, how awesome is that for the big fella? And he wasn't going to just fall on that loose fumble. He decided
running back body, but we were really all running backs at heart. It's just hard when you got to go that far because you're running out of oxygen. You could tell the gas tank was low, but the big fella getting the touchdown.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
we're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling like that.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Childs. He's got it. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
A first down run in the red zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The Wildcats use the first of their 3 timeouts. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. To the air, it's Childs. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Probably quit. Don't quit on me, YouTube. Tell them. It's not cool. Playing tier 2 school. Somebody get Florida. Tell them go get Florida.
On the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, the Vols head coach told me before the game, even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, coach has been warning his players all week, do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Gamecocks ready to kick it away first. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Split backs here. Running inside. It's Bishop. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Volunteers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up. And
there's a crease.
Exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it, and you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed, and that guy takes off erases some angles and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
There he goes. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run, and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense can...
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, South Carolina. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
Throwing Sellers. Under fire. And down he goes.
Great job by the defense. They got penetration in the backfield. They were trying to throw for it to get the two-point conversion, but instead the defense comes up with a massive sack.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Snags a quick pass on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Vols want to crank the tempo. The run inside. It's Bishop. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Quarterback may change this route. This is a designed run. Oh, he's got some space. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Great tough running by the running back, low to the ground, continues to drive his legs and push the pile to get that first down.
The Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Bishop. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Creates a little room. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's Sellers to throw. Got a man, it's Tuggle. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Now here's Sellers. Fires it. On target to the left. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And how about the creativity by the offense? You split your running back all the way out wide. Why? You like the matchup. Like, he can be a receiver. He can run routes. He stays on the outside part of the field. They like the matchup. They throw it to him. He wins that rep. Nice job by this offense.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Sellers. Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it as we get a look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Running inside, it's McAllister. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Defense in press coverage. Wants to throw, it's Sellers. Makes the catch. And they get him out of bounds, but not before a sizable pickup on that one.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The run inside. It's Bishop. Could be an alley. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. In the red area, it's Bishop. zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Throwing Sellers. Bringing the heat. Unleashes one. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you could tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Buys a little time. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing three allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. He had his man open that time, but just a little too much heat on that pass, and he got it out in front of him.
And it's tough to tell when you need to throw that bullet in there or when you need to lob it in there and put a little bit more air on it. That time you could tell I just need to put a little bit more air underneath that throw.
And the Volunteers in the hurry up. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing down.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, going to the air. Snags it, and he's open. Oh, he got loose. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to...
Breaks into the open. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and the first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Back to pass on second down. Here comes the heat. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision. gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Grabs it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Into the end zone.
Let's go.
Tennessee.
And that is
Bunch of quitters today. What's up, YouTube? I said tier 3.
Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, I caught up with Tennessee's head coach before the game.
I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. They're going to get on top of it, and the onside kick is successful. Running inside, it's Bishop. Here's a little room there.
Nasty fundamental.
He is in! Touchdown Vols!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Noles want to move quickly.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Looking deep. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance.
Turning it on! Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Noles are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Lets it fly. Finds a man on the right.
Very nice.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. wants to go right back downfield. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles! And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll start this drive going to the air. Showing the arm strength down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. No Tennessee quarterback will ever be revered like Peyton Manning, but many more throws like that, and they're going to say, this guy's getting into the realm at least.
Now, you get in the realm, you're good. You get in the realm, you start talking about Hall of Fame. That's what kind of tradition you've had with a guy like Peyton Manning. His fingerprints are still on this program, and if you are mentioned with him, that's a good day at the office.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Wants to fire on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Staley. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to keep it in the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Trying to pound it in. He's brought down, not even close to the goal line, and that 2-point conversion attempt goes awry. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 4,
To the air, it's Daniels. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Knowles!
And
That is just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man. It's Bishop.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
And the Vols can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The run inside. It's Bishop. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Vols are in the hurry-up.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The run from the shotgun. Shows him the stiff arm. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. First play of the period will be a second down. The give to the back. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action. Exactly.
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. He picks it up, still on his feet. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bishop. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fat.
Unleashes one deep. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll run it. It's Bishop. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. They've converted on 4th down once, but here's the big one. 4th and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
Scanning the field, it's Daniels. He's looking deep. Upstairs to make the catch. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's 2nd and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it. But he comes right back. He stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the completion. It's not a first down, but now you're set up 3rd and short. And this all of a sudden looking pretty good for the offense.
Looking left. Quick completion on the out. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Going for the big play. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Booster!
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Seminoles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Florida State.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Daniels. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him, and the defense finally came up with a play.
Pocket breaking down. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes a grab at the 25.
Pitches everything. That's crazy.
They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then.
Makes a catch at the 15. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
I think he definitely caught it.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Handoff from the gun. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Coming out with it, it's Dodson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window.
Looking to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Wide open downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line. He wants to throw it again.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he is finding
This dude's playing with a Cronus. There's no way.
His third interception of the day. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The corners are
Definitely playing with a Cronus.
Rushes on him.
No way he's not.
Going to try to get it himself. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Running the red zone, it's Bishop. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. He sends two wideouts right, two to the left on 2nd and 9. Release to the back. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Running inside. It's Bishop. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line. With the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the 3rd quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
Hand off from the shotgun. Got enough for the 1st. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set. 1st down. On the option. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air. It's Daniels. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. The 30. The 20, 10, and with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Vols!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the 2nd half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So 1st down will open up the final period. Here's to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Vols racing to the line in a hurry-up. Offense changing the play. The run inside. It's Bishop. Picks up the first down. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Davis. Could not make his way to the corner. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Looks as if he's going to run it.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. On the move. Might have a chance. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Vols back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the red zone, it's Bishop. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to the ground with the running back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together. 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
And they kneel down for a 2nd time to drain as much time as possible off the clock and set up their kicker for the game-winning field goal attempt. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Marches ahead. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now. So take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Volunteers! They move on top here in the 4th.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Good-ass game, though.
Point is good, and the lead is
Regardless.
5 here in the 4th. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Quickly complete. He'll pick up the first down, out of bounds at the 46 to stop the clock.
That's something as a defense you got to be prepared for. In a 2-minute situation like this, you know they're going to try to throw the football to the sidelines and get guys out of bounds. So you got to have outside leverage, or you need zone defense to help out and try to bracket guys on these outbreaking routes.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left.
That'll be a ball
Good job
game, buddy.
running that route
Good game, bro.
past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Last chance coming up. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete, and the last chance comes up empty, and the ball game is
Go
over.
Balls.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game right at the end.